Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be drawing this sparkly gold butterfly using colored pencils. I am drawing this with Prismacolor and Polychromos pencils on Rising Museum Mount Board. And you can see me getting started here using my gold Polychromos pencil. This is actually a pencil that I rarely ever use, but it was really perfect for this drawing. And now I'm using my Ivory Polychromos pencil to go up right next to the lines in the butterfly. I'm indenting those lines. I want those to stay nice and bright. And I'm just going to work my way around the entire drawing. This is a drawing that I did as a beginner tutorial, sort of a bonus video over on my Patreon page. I did 3 holiday themed butterflies, and this is the second. And I wanted this to be really fun and easy, the kind of project that you can complete during the holidays without too much stress. Darkening up some of the shadow areas around the butterfly and filling in his body. And now just repeating the exact same steps over on the other side. I really loved the sparkle that I saw on the reference image for this butterfly, but I will say that I was somewhat intimidated about how I was going to accomplish that. The gold sparkly colors aren't necessarily available as pencils in your sets of your Prismacolor or your Polychromos, and you'll see that I ended up using lots of yellow ochres. I've got yellow ochre, dark Naples ochre, and also brown ochre. And now I'm filling in some of the details with my Polychromos dark red. Ended up using more of the Polychromos in this drawing than the Prismacolor because there was so much sharp detail work, and these pencils are just really great for getting the small details. They have a really nice hard lead, so they hold a point really well, and they just worked perfectly here. Some of the detail that you can see me working on here in the wings really did just not necessarily follow my reference very carefully. I just played around and tried to get close, but not perfect. A lot of times you'll see me working with solvent in my drawings to blend the colored pencils, and I did not do that on this drawing because I wanted to maintain lots of these really sharp details, and I think the solvent would have blended the pencils too much and blurred some of that out. And here I am just repeating that same detail over on the other side. I think you can see how much fun I had working on this drawing. I think the end result looks like something a lot more difficult than it actually was. Here I'm working back and forth with those browns and yellows to create that look of gold. I've got my Prismacolor cream. The other thing that you'll see me do is I'm using my Ivory Polychromos pencil to indent the paper in little dots, little dot marks everywhere, and that also helped create that look of sparkle. Going back and forth with that brown ochre and my cream pencils, again just trying to get that look of gold. Adding some patterning in here, just some little vines. Again, I did not try to copy this perfectly from my reference. I just played around with it and put some little vines where I thought they needed to be. there I'm dotting, that's where I'm indenting the paper, working all over this wing here. And then when I come over with the pencils, the pencil won't stick in those areas that I created those little indentations or dots. And again, it just really helps create that look of sparkle. There's my Prismacolor Peach Beige. I found that to be a really good base. If I put that down first and then came over with some of the yellow ochres and the brown, it muted it some, so my yellow didn't look quite as yellowish, made it look a little bit more gold, which is what I was going for. The other thing that I did for this drawing is I wasn't filling any of these areas in perfectly. I was using little dots and dashes everywhere. Going back over it and working on the other side the exact same way. And now starting to work on the body of the butterfly. Again, all those little dots in there, and you'll see how those show up and look like sparkle. I've got my Van Dyke brown pencil. Adding some shadow. Little touch of black, and then some more of that brown ochre, more of a golden brown, and then creating the stamens in a little dot just to again accentuate the look of the sparkle. And once again, here is my finished drawing. If you would like to watch the real-time tutorial over on Patreon, that is available now. You can check that out. Otherwise, watch for my third butterfly coming up soon here on YouTube. Bye, everybody.